Alright, it's day 189 of this honeydew germination experiment. So this is an example of a female flower. Here's a close-up of another. They just never seem to be able to bloom. And I'm not really sure why. I think the plants are just starved for resources. The three vines look okay at this point. They don't look super healthy, but at the same time they don't look terrible either relative to where they were a few days or weeks ago. It's day 194. So I sprayed some beta-cyfluthrin. It's a synthetic analog of pyrethrins, a natural insecticide that occurs in chrysanthemum flowers, the pyrethrum plant. So the spider mite infestation was just really bad, and here's ground zero, the leaves near the pot. I thought, a few weeks or even months ago that just they were burning up in the California sun, but that's not really the case. It was just spider mites all along. Because of all the damage caused by these spider mites over the last few months, the vines simply don't have enough resources to generate fruits, and that's why these female flowers never open, so I can't pollinate them. The shoot apical meristems of all three vines are busy generating a lot of flower buds, but all the flowers that come out are either males or the occasional females that refuse to open. It's been 202 days since I ate a honeydew and took 50 seeds out, washed them, and tried to germinate them. So you can see some new shoot apical meristem activity there, two new leaves. We'll talk more about that later. I sprayed liberally with beta-cyfluthrin again. I made sure I got all the undersides of the leaves. So you can see vine 1 over there. The leaves against the wall climbing up there, they don't look too good, but it goes on for pretty long in this tangle mess up here, and it has several healthy leaves up there. But if you look here, this is another apical meristem that generated a vine. It's got these big leaves that appear a little bit more green, but they're still pretty unhealthy. They're more borderline yellowish green. So that connects all the way back to vine 1. Vine 1 is doing the best, but all three vines are languishing to a degree. And of course you'd expect to find the greenest foliage to be here at the top, where this balcony railing serves as a trellis. And that's because these leaves are just the furthest away from ground zero, the pot where all the spider mites came from. So here's one of those backup apical meristems that is now a shoot apical meristem in its own right. It's been activated somehow, probably by the deaths of so many leaves. It's already starting to flower, but look how green these leaves are. So there's definitely some hope, and maybe I'll just try to stimulate the growth of such, shoot apical meristems through different means. I think I'm going to try pruning away a lot of leaves, dead ones, or mostly yellow ones. And here's a little bit of activity elsewhere.